Hello everyone, Earl Henderson, Primordial Defense. Thank you for watching. Today's video is going to be about the Kentucky Carrying Concealed Deadly Weapons License Training. So, at time of recording, April of 2021, Kentucky is constitutional carry. You no longer have to have a concealed deadly weapons license to carry concealed in the Commonwealth of Kentucky. However, other states that you go to may not have constitutional carry laws, and you would need a license to be able to carry concealed in those states. For example, right now, Tennessee right now does require, in order for you to carry concealed, that you have a concealed carry license, and they will accept Kentucky's license. Now, of course, there is some bills in place in Tennessee where they're trying to pass legislation to make Tennessee constitutional carry. So in the future, you wouldn't even need it for that state. But for right now, it is something that you would need to meet that legal requirement. And of course, any other states in the southern area of the United States and quite a few others will accept Kentucky's license. So that's a benefit there for you right there is when you travel outside the Commonwealth of Kentucky, your Kentucky license will allow you to carry concealed in a lot of other states. The other benefit to having your license is since you are background checked on a regular basis, your concealed carry license card can be used to expedite the process of buying a gun at a gun shop. You got your concealed carry license, boom, it's easier to just go through that process and not have to wait as long as someone who does not have their concealed carry license. And most importantly, the other benefit to it is the knowledge that comes with the class in terms of laws. The legal video, although it's a little dry and a little boring, it is packed with information. And the book that you get in class that you get to keep has a lot of the KRS laws concerning concealed carry in there. And so that is a good source of material for you to have. And since you get to keep the book, you can read it every once in a while. That information, I think, is one of the biggest benefits of the class. You are exposed to the laws, or you're exposed to the knowledge of the laws revolving around where you can and cannot legally carry a concealed weapon. You are presented with the knowledge of the laws on when you can and cannot use deadly physical force. And you're given knowledge on criminal and civil liabilities in the event that you do something with your gun that you are not supposed to be doing. And the videos that they have are all the same. So it doesn't matter what county you're in. You can be in Warren County, you can be in Bell County, Knox County, LaRue County. Does not matter. Every concealed carry instructor has that same DVD, and it's those same staff attorneys talking on there, presenting the same information verbatim. That is a good standard to have. And it's really important to know the law, because ignorance is not a defense. You cannot say, well, I didn't know that, and then get away with it. You can still be held criminally and civilly liable for your actions, whether or not they result in someone's injury or not. So the biggest benefit of the class is the knowledge aspect, knowing the laws, because there are a lot of people that I see from time to time online commenting, on a news article somewhere, saying some wild stuff, talking about, well, if you shoot someone in their house, in your house, and they fall out the door, you need to drag them back in the house, because if not, that's murder. That's that's stupid. That is complete stupidity. when I see people say stuff like that, I literally, like, I get this urge and this desire to want to slap the shit out of them because they are so stupid. Um, you could turn, if you were to take advice like that, you could turn a good shoot into a bad shoot by making it now seem like you actually did murder someone. You're trying to hide the evidence and cover the scene up by tampering with physical evidence. Um, and there's all kinds of other goofy stuff. Like one of the biggest ones, and especially when it comes to officer-involved shootings, is people will say, well, they could have shot him in the leg. That is another one that makes me wish I could possess the ability to reach through that computer screen and grab them by the neck. Um, like the stupidity of these people when they say that crap. Um, when you take this class, and even if you don't take the class and you research the laws, you're going to find that there is no less than lethal application of a firearm on someone. Shooting someone in the foot is legally the same as shooting them in the face. It does not matter that you intended to wound them. By using a deadly physical weapon on someone, even if you shoot them in the toe, it is still the same as if you shot them in the face. And so these people are always like, shoot them in the leg, shoot them in the leg, shoot them in the leg. No, there is no legal ability for someone to shoot another person in the leg just to injure them, just to slow them down. That's nonsense. That legal, that does not exist legally. There is no KRS that says that. There's no state law in any state that I'm aware of that says anything like that. And then this just boils down to basic human anatomy, physiology. You've got a pretty big damn artery in your leg called the femoral artery. And if you were to shoot someone in the leg and you hit the femoral artery, they are going to bleed out in about 90 seconds unless you put a tourniquet on them. Same with the arm. There's a big artery within the arm or in the shoulder area. Like I even hear people sometimes say or see people type out, shoot them in the shoulder. There's a big artery there. Same thing. You shoot them in that artery, especially within the shoulder, you can't put a tourniquet around the shoulder. You got to do wound packing at that point. And if you don't have the stuff to be able to do that, that person is going to bleed to death. So it irks me every time I see someone say something stupid like, shoot them in the leg, shoot them in the arm, shoot them in the shoulder. They have no idea what they're talking about. And now that Kentucky has been a constitutional carry state and people do not have to go through the class, there may be some people who hear that crap and actually think that that is an acceptable thing to do. They may think, oh wow, yeah, works in the movies, I'll shoot them in the leg if they're trespassing on my property. No. You're setting yourself up for a one-way ticket to Concrete City. You don't want to go to Concrete City. A bunch of stupid people live in Concrete City. When I say Concrete City, I mean prison. You need to know the laws pertaining to when you can and cannot use deadly physical force. And so that was the biggest benefit that I can say comes from this class. So if you have the intentions to carry concealed deadly weapons in the state of Kentucky, and even if you don't want to travel out of state, whatever, going to this class and learning about the laws can be the most beneficial thing that you can do, because you're going to keep yourself legally protected. You're going to keep yourself from doing something stupid that you should not have been doing. Aside from that, you will learn good things about safety, marksmanship, and how to take your gun apart and clean it, if you don't already know those things. And it's a good idea to learn those things under the watchful eye of a competent instructor. You don't want, Billy Bob, who's in the family, who is the quote unquote gun nut, who has a whole safe full of guns but has never taken any training classes, telling you how you need to run a gun or how to use a gun in a self-defense scenario. You want to learn that stuff under the watchful eye of a competent instructor. So if you have any interest, like I said, in taking concealed carry deadly weapons training, then I highly suggest that you go to your local sheriff's office or call them and ask to see a list of the instructors in your county. And you don't have to go to a class that's in your county. If you live right on the border of another county and it would be easier for you to just go to that other county, well, you can certainly do that. So you might even call the other county sheriff's office and see who their instructors are. So you don't have to, if you live in, for example, Warren County, you don't have to go through a Warren County instructor. You can go through a Barron County instructor, a Simpson County instructor, doesn't matter. But get that list of names of people who teach classes, call them, and ask them some questions about their background before you schedule a class with them. And that's going to be my next video, how to select the best, or not the best instructor, but how to select a good instructor, because the way the laws are set up in Kentucky, almost anyone can become a concealed weapons instructor. And that's going to be in the next video. If you have any comments or questions, go ahead and leave them down in the comments section. Send me a message. Head on over to the Facebook page and do the same over there. Earl Henderson, Primordial Defense. Thank you for watching.